Quick question. Do you feel like you love music, but you're building it alone? Stuck in your room, wondering if anyone will ever really hear you? The fastest way to grow as a musician is not more practice, and it's not better gear. It's with other people. What if music is the shortcut to friendships you wish you had? Here's the part most people miss. Most musicians think they need to be great before they play with others. But the truth is, you get great because you play with others. And the musicians who grow the fastest are not always the most talented. They're the most connected. If you're practicing alone, posting online, waiting for someone to discover you, you might be missing the one thing that changes everything in this video. I'm going to show you how to make music with friends and how to make friends with music. And I'll break down the exact plan you can follow starting today, even if you're shy, even if you're not that confident, even if you think you're not good enough. But first, let me show you why doing this alone is secretly holding you back. I know the feeling. You spend hours learning chords, beats, lyrics, or production. You improve, but it feels slow. You watch other creators collaborating, laughing in studios, tagging each other, building momentum together. And you wonder why you're still stuck. You might even feel jealous. You might feel like everyone else has a crew and you don't. I've been there. I used to sit in my room thinking I had to reach a certain level before I deserved to play with other people. I thought I had to impress first. But the moment I started creating with others, everything changed. My skills improved faster, my confidence grew, and the loneliness that comes with chasing something big started to disappear. My name is Stephen Kofer. Thanks for stopping by. On this channel, Building Success, we talk about real strategies that move you forward. So here's the plan. And I'm going to give you the most powerful step first. Step 1, stop trying to impress. Start trying to connect. This is the most important shift. If you're focused on being the best in the room, you'll avoid rooms where you're not. That keeps you small. Instead, focus on connection. Connection means asking,
how can we build something together?
When you collaborate, you learn timing, emotion, dynamics, and energy in ways you can't learn alone. Music is a language, and you don't become fluent by talking to yourself. You become fluent by having conversations. Here's a micro challenge for you. In the next 7 days, reach out to one musician. Not to show off, not to pitch your genius, just to get together and jam. This alone can change your trajectory. And later in this video, I'll tell you how to find those people, even if you feel like no one around you cares about music. Step 2, lower the stakes so you actually take action. One reason you're stuck is because you think every collaboration has to be huge. A full track, a polished release, a viral moment. That pressure kills momentum. Instead, create low-stakes sessions, jam nights, beat swaps, lyric challenges, freestyle circles, whatever you're into. When the goal is fun, growth happens naturally. When the goal is perfection, you freeze. If you've been frustrated because you start projects and never finish them, this is your fix. Small collaborations build consistency. Consistency builds confidence. Confidence builds skill. And skill attracts more collaborators. See how this compounds? You don't need to go viral. You need to go social. I remember the first band I was in. In high school, I formed an all-original rock band called Salacious Crumb with my younger brother and a couple of my friends. We were the definition of a garage band. We literally practiced in the garage at my house. When we started, we were terrible. We were all nervous and didn't understand our equipment or our part in the group. None of us were trained in music, and we just had a desire to make some noise, and we were pretty good at it. After a while, we started writing better songs, and eventually we started playing better and booked some gigs. We even won the Battle of the Bands in my high school. Step 3, use music as a social bridge. Here's something most people overlook. Music is not just art, it's a social magnet. When you bring a guitar to a gathering, when you share a beat, when you invite someone to sing, you create a shared experience. Shared experiences build bonds. If you struggle making friends as an adult, music can be your doorway. Instead of small talk, you create together. Instead of awkward silence, you build sound. And suddenly, You're not just acquaintances, you're collaborators, you're teammates. You're building something. That creates depth. If you've been feeling isolated, this is your leverage. You don't have to be the most charismatic person in the room. You just have to be the one who says,
Let's make something.
Step 4. Build a tiny music circle. You don't need a massive network. You need 3 to 5 consistent people. That's it. A singer, producer, rapper, guitarist, whatever fits your style. Meet once a week or once a month. Consistency turns random sessions into movement. And here's the part most people miss. When you build together over time, you develop chemistry. Chemistry is that unspoken understanding, that tight groove, that instinct. You cannot download chemistry. You build it. And when you have it, your music levels up fast. Later, I'll share how to structure these sessions so they don't fall apart after 2 meetings. Step 5. Share the process, not just the product. These days, most bands that want to grow work to establish an online presence. If you only post finished songs, you miss the magic. Show the jam sessions, show the laughs, show the failed takes. People connect to journeys. And when others see you collaborating, they want in. This attracts more musicians to you. It positions you as someone active, not isolated. And if you're trying to grow online, collaboration content performs better because it has multiple audiences. That's a growth strategy and a friendship strategy combined. Earlier, I promised I'd tell you how to find people, even if you feel alone in your town. Here it is. Start where you are. Local open mics are a great place to start. Towns near me have open mic nights a few nights per week. Community centers, church groups, college clubs, online forums. Facebook groups are common for local music scenes. Discord servers. Comment sections of creators in your niche. Don't wait for perfect alignment. Look for shared energy. Send simple messages.
Hey, I love what you're building. Want to jam sometime?
That's it. You'd be surprised how many people are waiting for someone else to make the first move. Maybe that someone is you. If this is resonating with you, comment and tell me what instrument you play or what kind of music you love. This channel grows when you engage, and we're building something together here too. Structuring your sessions so they don't die. Remember when I said that I'd show you how to keep your music circle alive? Here's the structure. Start every session with a clear intention. Not a rigid plan, just a direction. For example,
This week, we're working on these 5 songs.
then set a timer. 45 minutes of focused creation. No phones, no scrolling. Then take a break. Talk, laugh, reset. Then do one more focus block. End the session by recording something, even if it's rough. Progress builds motivation. And if you've ever felt frustration because collaborations fade out, this structure fixes that. I recently started playing in classic rock with a drummer and a couple of other guitar players. I worked with the drummer nearly 20 years ago. We lost touch, but he reached out to me to see if I was still playing bass guitar. He put me into contact with one of the guitar players, and we've been jamming every Saturday morning for the past few months. And I made 3 new friends as a result, and I'm having a blast playing songs from artists like Eric Clapton, Led Zeppelin, Grateful Dead, the Eagles. Why this accelerates your growth. When you create with others, you get feedback in real time. You see different workflows. You hear different influences. You stretch your comfort zone. Alone, you reinforce your habits. Together, you expand them. And here's the deeper layer. When you're accountable to a group, you show up differently. You practice more, you prepare more, you respect your craft more. Because it's not just about you anymore. That shift alone can double your progress. And if you've been stuck at the same level for months, ask yourself, are you building alone? Make friends with music. Now let's flip it. We've talked about making music with friends, but what about making friends with music? That means letting music shape your identity in a way that attracts your tribe. When you openly love what you love, you signal to others like you. If you hide your passion because you're afraid of judgment, you block connection. When you post a riff, when you sing publicly, when you say,
I'm working on an album.
You create invitations, and some people will ignore it, but your people will lean in. And that's who you need. Not everyone, just your circle. At the start, I asked if you feel stuck building alone. Now you can see the real issue isn't your talent, it's your environment. And the solution isn't waiting, it's reaching. Music was never meant to be isolated, it was meant to be shared. Let's bring it home. Stop trying to impress and start trying to connect. Lower the stakes so you actually take action. Use music as a social bridge. Build a tiny, consistent circle. Share the process, not just the product. Structure your sessions so they last. Show up publicly so your people can find you. If you follow this, you won't just grow as a musician, you'll grow as a person. You'll build skills, you'll build confidence, you'll build relationship. And that's where the real success is. On this channel, we focus on strategies that help you move forward in life and creativity. If you're serious about building your future, don't stop here. Go watch this video right now. Keep building. I'll see you in the next one.